All right, everybody, this is the video for Module 4, Lesson 9. Today we're adding decimal numbers by using different methods. Well, at least that's what the book says. I'm going to be showing you one. You might practice a few others, but the big thing you're going to be doing today, again, is stacking. So skip a line, write the word stack so you remember it for the whole time. I'm only making you write it once. But on your homework, they are going to write questions where you're adding two different decimal numbers, similar to like money, like this is adding 8 cents plus 4 cents, okay? But you're gonna need to stack them in the open spaces to get credit for your homework. So that being said, let's go right off the bat with the homework question. We're gonna write 4.8 plus 0.3 equals blank. And it'll be written side to side or horizontally in your workbook and your homework today. And what you're gonna do first is snowman buttons. So remember, don't do the digits first, start with the buttons because everything's gonna revolve around them. So this is a line in your notebook, this will be the next line down, and then make sure the digits line up. So these ones line up perfectly without having to annex any zeros. And you're just gonna put a plus sign. All right, so what is the rule for decimals? Where do we put the decimal in our answer? It's easy. It goes straight down, okay? So just as long as you keep everything lined up as if they're on a place value chart, you should be fine. So if I have 8 tenths plus 3 tenths, we know that's gonna give us 11 tenths. So we're gonna put down a 1 here and carry the other one up here. It's the same way you would add 48 plus 3 back going to 2nd and 3rd grade math. Now we have 4 plus 1, which is 5, and that's gonna go on this side of the decimal. So as simple as that, 5 1/10. Okay, let's do another one. We're gonna do 0 9/10, so skip a couple lines, plus 1 3/100, or let's do 1 4/100. I'm sorry about that. Right, equals, boom, answer line. And the first thing we do is put our buttons, 1, 2, it's kind of like a place value chart. And let's fill in our numbers again. So again, the first one was 0.9 or 9 tenths. This one was 1 4/100. Now again, when you stack these, some kids might put the 9 over the 4 by accident and the 0 over that. The decimals have to be lined up the same way we did when we were comparing decimals a few lessons ago. So I'm gonna set up my equal bar, my plus sign, and now because I have an empty spot, same thing we did when we were comparing them, we're just gonna put a 0 there. And now we're just gonna add. And we always start on the right-hand side with adding ever since we were in pre-K kindergarten. So we're gonna do 0 plus 4 is 4, 9 plus 0 is 9, decimal point goes straight down into our answer, 0 plus 1 is 1. So 1 94/100, okay? So I'm just gonna give you a heads up in your workbook. They're gonna give you a number line. We'll show you how to use that in class. It's not too bad. What they're gonna do is bunny hops on the number line to kind of find your answers. iReady is very known for teaching adding decimals that way. It's good if you have the number line. It's not good if you don't, because to do this problem, if I were to make you draw the number line on your own, that would take up a lot of time and not really help us too much. We just gotta remember we'd be jumping. We'd be starting at 0.9 somewhere on a number line, and we'd be jumping 1 whole and another 4/100. So I'm gonna stick to this method today. You're also gonna see number bonds. You're also gonna see something about the arrow way. We're not using any of those. If you have to add decimals, make sure that you are just stacking them up, okay? Now we're gonna do one more. So I'm gonna erase this because I'm running out of room on my whiteboard. But I want to show you something else you might see today, and I don't want it to scare you. You're going to write 5 tenths in unit form plus 2 tenths. Okay, we're going to answer this two very quick ways. Number one, they both have the same last name. They're both tenths. So if you just think about it like 5 dimes plus 2 dimes, we could write the answer in unit form. 5 plus 2 is 7, so you would just write 7/10. But if we wanted to do this in standard form, remember 5/10, right underneath it, write 0.5 or 0.5, either one's fine. And same thing with 2/10, 0.2 or 0.2. And we're not comparing them today, we're adding them up. So you would just take your 5 dimes. Oops, I forgot to do the buttons first. Make sure you do the buttons first. Bad habit. And then 0.2 right underneath it. We don't have to annex any zeros. 5 plus 2 is 7, no regrouping. Decimal comes straight down, zeros come straight down. So both answers could be written like this. So right underneath this, write or 0 and 7/10. So if you see something in unit form, answer it in unit form, answer it in standard form. Both are correct. All right, video short today, easy lesson. Good luck.